I'm already powdering. I just started. God damn it. I hate doing this. I hate intros. I hate intros so much. Okay, so. Hi. I'm back from the store. Got my cigarettes. Don't worry, guys. I'm here for the long haul. Definitely. I genuinely kind of thought that I was going to be done with YouTube and all this shit, but here we are with an idea. One night, our Wi-Fi wasn't really working. I couldn't go on YouTube. So I went on my iPad and I searched through my notes because back before I had a smartphone, I actually used my iPad for legitimately everything social media related. I was taking Snapchats on here. I was going on Instagram on here. I was taking my selfies on here. This was my smartphone before I had one. That included, on my notes app, lots of exciting things that are going to be so fucking embarrassed. I'm so nervous. Me and Ethan, my roommate, we're going to go through this together, but he's out getting some dick, and I would never expect him to come rushing home to do something so stupid. When dick is so important. So, there's probably some stuff I'm not going to mention on here because Allie in middle school, which is when I had this, was a fucking mess. But here we are. Feel free to laugh. The first section of notes is called captions. So, I already hate this. The captions were essentially because I was running in middle school a Demi Lovato fan account, and I took it really seriously. So here's the first one. Venting time. There's nothing that irritates me more than people about to delete their accounts because people don't like their pics or their followers aren't active. Nothing should stop you from posting what you want to post. If you like posting Demi, post Demi. If you like posting selfies, then frickin' post selfies. If you like posting you eating pickles, then you better take them pictures. Was so quirky. Sure, sometimes I wish oh no. Sometimes I wish I could get more likes on my pics, but I still get 1,039 people who decided to follow me, and I can't take them for granted. Wow. Flexing. 8th grade Allie just fucking flexing on you. She has 1,039 followers, but who's fucking counting? Not her. People decide to follow you, and telling them that they are the reason for deleting your account, I think it's rude. So next time, if you want to complain about people not caring about your account, not caring about you account, I'm still illiterate, especially if you have more than 1,000 followers, try to restrain yourself and be more thankful for the followers and the likes that you do get. Thanks. Okay, so not the most embarrassing by any means, but I feel like it's gonna get so much worse, because I remember writing poetry. I'm short, not an armrest. This is honestly the story of my life. This is still accurate. I don't fucking care. Who is this woman? Who is this woman who says these things? I'm not calling you a slut. Already terrible start. Horrendous start. I'm just saying that your vagina has been used more than Google. How could this happen to me? Fuck. Slut shaming was very common in middle school for a lot of females. Doesn't mean it was a good thing. Oh, here's something that looks kind of poetic in nature, so let's keep going. Sometimes we need a reminder that we are loved. It's human. Sometimes we need a reminder that we are wanted. It happens. Sometimes we feel alone. It's normal. Sometimes happy people only make us more sad. Honestly, that's a mood in 2020. Sometimes we need a reminder. Consider me your reminder. You are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, you are not alone because I will always be here for you. Look, sweet, alright? This is a very sweet post, and it makes me very uncomfortable. Need I remind you, I was just posting this anonymously on a fan page daily. I got 99 problems, and they're all due tomorrow. Clearly, I stole jokes. So I think this one's was on the same day that Robin Williams died, which was very difficult for me. Wow, Robin Williams died. This really breaks my heart, since he was a huge part of my childhood and just a great, nice guy. Is this enough for people to realize that mental illness and depression isn't just a phase or a cry for attention? We had to lose an amazingly talented actor that was loved by everyone to figure that out. Can we finally start caring about people now? Is this finally enough? Can we finally start taking this seriously? Hashtag RIP Robin Williams. So, not a bad post by any means. I think that there's a lot of things in there that I still relate to. My only issue feels a little bit like taking away from the tragedy of his situation and making it more general. The tragedy in and of itself that this man who was so funny and a comedian and brought so much joy into people's lives passed away is enough without having to make it an everyone else problem. Clearly on my way to being woke, but I just didn't know how yet. Dear people who look hot with no makeup on, what is Satan's P.O. box so I can send him my soul to get me to look like you? Cause goddamn, sincerely, Allie. Honestly, same. This is one of the only things that I remember for certain that was in my notes, because I remember spending multiple weeks writing this, and I was very, very proud of it. It's a poem called I Am a Rubber Duck. Oh shit. I'm so not excited for this. I don't even remember the last time I read this, but it's gonna be the worst. Ready for some fake deep shit, alright? From the day I was made, I was shaped to be the picture of innocence. I was expected to be exactly what they all asked for. With a permanent, plastered, perfect smile on my face, it stayed that way through everything. I was forced underwater by the ones who said they cared. They didn't know how I could stay afloat. They didn't know how I worked, so they tested me. Every time they pushed me down, I rise back to the surface, seemingly untouched from it all. But deep down inside, the plastic outside, I was leaking a little, no longer bone dry. So, like, it's not how rubber ducks work. If it was leaking, it would sink. You know? I'm officially pulled out of it, okay? You've lost me, 8th grade Allie. After years of abuse and a little neglect. Okay. Is that the word? I feel like that's gonna be a pretty normal thing. Looking back at all of these was me using words that were really intense that had no reason to be so intense, because I didn't realize, or I never met people who actually, like, truly, deeply experienced abuse and neglect, so I just fucking plastered that on there, and I'm like, yeah, I know that. I've been there. I have not been there. I was never there. Just saying. After years of abuse and a little neglect from the ones that grew out of using me, I still wondered how I made it so long, still floating, still smiling, still swimming. But I met the one who, even when they grew up to where they should throw me away, they treasured me fondly even though I was still leaking. They loved me because I am their rubber duck. I remember this poem being about a friend of mine whom I'm no longer friends with. So clearly is not the tea anymore, sis. She done outgrew me. Guess we still moving on. We still getting submerged. Again, since this was a post I was posting on my Demi fan account, the fuck? All the Lovotics out there being like, this is the content that I need. I said, comment down below if you are a rubber duck too, and tag the one that loves you even though you're leaking. Embarrassing, I would say. Pleasantly so. Fake deep, middle school shit. These are the themes we are finding here. I really fucking hate the days that all you can do is think about everything wrong in your life. It brings up a lot of bad memories and a lot of internal crying. Yeah, okay. Just because I don't cry a lot doesn't mean I don't, 1, get hurt, 2, have feelings, 3, have an early life crisis. I just invented that. That's not a thing. Now it is. Cool. 4, wish I cried more. Therefore, next time you want to make a funny comment about how I'm emotionless and don't have a soul, think about how I got this way, because I wish I could cry when I feel sad, but I can't. Thanks for fucking reminding me. I was damn mad. Who the fuck called me emotionless? I remember who called me emotionless. Yeah, young Allie didn't know how to cry. Old Allie still doesn't know how to cry, so oops. Dear young Allie. Who? 8th grade Allie is talking to fucking 3rd grade Allie. Dear young Allie, why are you so annoying? Sincerely, everyone who had to deal with you and your bullshit. You know what's funny? I know the kind of time period I was talking about when I was in 8th grade, talking about young Allie. It's back when I was like blonde hair, blunt bang, really high-pitched and annoying. But I was a different kind of annoying when I was in middle school because I was really sad and blaming everyone else for my problems. Here's a paragraph. You know what annoys me? When people use the word skinny as a compliment. Oh, I get it. It's socially more acceptable to be skinny than fat.
But here's my opinion. To some people, being called skinny is just as offensive or even more offensive than being called fat. Why is being skinny such a good thing and being overweight is gross and disgusting? Being skinny has disorders just like being obese does, so why is one offensive and bullying and the other is a compliment and nice to say? Why can't we treat them as the same, as a problem? We've got little like bits of wokeness happening in here. At the end of the day, I think that what I meant here was don't just make being skinny the best thing that you can possibly be to try to make someone feel better, which I still agree with. Okay, cute. Can we like move on to something less fucking sad like for 2 seconds? Okay. I will always think of this when I think of Demi Hair. Blonde Votto, X Factor and Staying Strong book. Blue Votto, Punk Stage. Pink Votto, Neon Lights Tour. Black Votto, Heart Attack. Brown Votto, Give Your Heart a Break. Red Votto, Photo Shoots. Long Hair, Adorable. Short Hair, Badass Bitch. Half Shaved Head, Badass Bitch. I had a goddamn problem. Truly I did. But I will say, with that being said, whenever I read any of those things, it brings me right back, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking remember Red Votto. That's why I wanted to dye my hair red back in 7th grade. Yes, bitch. Okay, no, we're right back to sad shit. Here we are. I know I pale into insignificance to her. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I pale into insignificance. I pale into insignificance. I am fucking paled into insignificance. But I'm still here. I'm still me. I don't think I'm all that bad, and maybe when she's not around, I'll be good enough until she comes back. I'm sorry I can't be her for you, but really the only someone I can be is me, but maybe someday we can both accept that. I actually remember this. I remember writing this, I remember who it was about, and I'm sure that you would read this and be like, wow, 8th grade Allie was really going through it with some boy. Not true. This was for friends of mine. I was fucking needy and super self-conscious, and I thought that whenever someone wasn't hanging out with me or didn't pay enough attention to me, that they fucking hated me. Sick content. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing has changed. I've just stopped writing about it like a fucking weeb. Okay. Ooh, I'm setting up a scene here. This is very exciting. This is like a play. Picture of 2 old phones. Girl. OMG, my phone is so old that my teacher has the same one. My parents suck. Person. What did you use to take the picture? My iPad Air. The girl says. Person. Smacks girl with Nokia phone. To be honest, half of these, like, funny ones I just probably saw as a meme on Facebook. And I was like, this would be funny. And then I posted it, and that was that. Let's agree to disagree and fall asleep to snores. These shitty fucking Facebook things. I can't believe I posted this on the internet. And then the world shut her out because she existed only in the vague memories she held close to her heart. I love fake deep shit like this. I really truly do. Like, what does the sentence mean? Because she existed only in the vague memories she held close to her heart. What does that mean? Does anyone have a fucking translator? Because that literally was just a bunch of words that meant absolutely nothing. The rest of her lays alive somewhere, yet they are practically dead. She is lost and forgotten. She knows quite well that she fell into a dark oblivion of non-existence. Yet she walks for some reason and laughs for some reason. Through the walking and the talking and the laughing, it seems that she isn't getting better at handling it. She's just getting better at hiding it. I needed to go to a fucking therapist. Ooh, this one's really short, really sweet. Probably like a artsy little photo going along with this number. Depending, regretting. This means nothing. This means absolutely nothing. I know that I have a lot of support, but why do I still feel like a failure? Sometimes I wish I could accept who I am and what I have, but I can't. Selfish bitch. I was so fucking sad. This is honestly making me feel a little bit better about myself currently. Don't think. Thinking means remembering, and remembering means feeling, and feeling means hurting all over again. Don't think. I mean, I literally took ZQuil last night because I started having bad thoughts and I wanted to get knocked out. So, like, I can't even say that this is stupid. Ooh, here's another rant. I have an addictive personality. That's not self-prescribed. Okay, so, like, it was, though. That's not self-prescribed. It literally was. Like, no therapist told you that you had an addictive personality. Like, it's not something stupid I gave myself. It's not like, OMG, I have such an addictive personality. I'm like addicted to Starbucks. I mean, caffeine addiction is a thing, Allison. That's not it. I become easily attached to stuff/people, and when they/it start to drift away, it's really hard to let go or even loosen my grip. Some people just label it as jealous. No, you're just fucking creepy. Okay. Some people label it as jealous and pretend as if they know. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I can't lose that thing or person. And when I do, it hits harder. That's why I try my best to let my friends know how much I love them. Not only so they don't leave me, but so they know they are loved. The only reason that I'm saying that I love you is so you don't fucking leave me. Oh my god. So what I meant by addictive personality is that I do get attached to things. If I start doing things, I do it a lot. I just don't have a stop button. I will continue until that thing like breaks me down. I think that makes a lot more sense rather than me saying I was addicted to people, but I also know at the time I was clearly getting all my self-esteem from friends. So clearly that was my focus at the time. And now that I found self-esteem from things other than friends, now I can focus on like, this is how we don't get alcoholism. This is the goal. This is so, I can't. I remember writing this. I can't. I have to. I got this. Got chills from how fucking cringy this fucking thing is. Someday, I'll wake up and find that you have passed on. Just the sheer thought of it makes me nervous and emotional. That day will probably be the worst day of my life, but it will also be an amazing day. So starting with this, I'm sure that you're like, oh, Allie's talking about someone who's like really close to her, that she loves deeply, and someday she'll find out that that person has passed on, like a mom or a dad or a sister or like a close friend. You're half right. It will be a day that you finally get to a place where you are truly appreciated for the talent you have and for the person you are. There are still haters on earth, and up there, there's not. Your courage and strength astounds me. You deserve so much more than what this world has for you. And when the day comes that you draw your final breath, you would have finally made it to the place that has everything you deserve. I can imagine you hugging every fallen Levotic as if they were your family. When that day comes that I can't check Twitter to see what you're doing, I'll remember you in my heart for what you did, because people like you make an amazingly positive impact, and people like you deserve a heaven beyond the comprehensions of words. So this whole thing was about Demi Lovato passing away someday. Fuck. This is so uncomfortable. These were the things I was so concerned about when I was in 8th grade. I was like, I'm sad. Demi Lovato, she's pretty sick, but oh my god, one day Demi Lovato's gonna die, and that's gonna be really fucking sad. The worst day of my life is gonna be when Demi Lovato passes away. Not my mom, not my dad, not my sister, like not all those people, not like close people in my life. Like when Demi Lovato passes away, that is my day. That is the end of it for me. I love how when I was on Google, it said Demi Lovato neon light sexy moments. Google, that entire music video is a sexy moment. Did I mention that when I was in 8th grade, I came out to myself as bisexual? Because, like, I think that entirely makes sense. We crave for the dreams we never reach. We admire people we never meet. We cry for things we never had. We rejoice for hopes we never imagined, because as certain as we think we are, we know nothing. That doesn't make any sense. I have some amazing people in my life. They make me feel like I made an amazing difference in their lives, and that I'm not a complete and utter fuck up. That I feel that I am from time to time. Some of these fucking words, like delete a the, you know, because this is so fucking hard to read. I feel like I'm fucking swimming through mayo. Is that a good analogy? I'm so appreciative for them to be in my life because they make me feel wanted, and I don't thank them nearly enough for it. Sure, there are some shitty-ass people I could be complaining about, but who do I want to put first? My amazing friends that always remind me of how much they love me, or some douchebag friend who doesn't really care? Some douchebag friend? Like, why the fuck are you friends with them then, Allie? Oh, that's right, I was in middle school and you have to be friends with everybody, even if they fucking disrespect you. Word by word, okay? Yes, you could be the more gorgeous person in the world, but if you only have love for yourself, no one is going to want to share theirs. Oof. I kind of disagree with this. First, I'm the most gorgeous person in the world, and I have love for myself. That sounds pretty fucking great. Like, but I understand. Spread love. Okay, so that was all the captions for my Demi account. So let's see if we can move on to something else. Oh, here's one specifically for poems. We tell others to stay strong, yet look in the mirror and throw our lives away like the trash we swear we are. We tell others to talk to us when they need to, yet when we are pained, we keep quiet and suffer silently, without a word, a wonder, or a worry from anyone. We are the broken, the shattered, the hopeless, and no matter how much it is said, we will always feel alone. Jesus fucking Christ. God, fuck. Like, I was so fucking emo. I was so goddamn emo. Like, is this funny? Am I being funny? Are you guys just worried? Holy shit. Wow. I'm just really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for breathing today. I'm really proud of you for living today. I'm really proud of you for getting out of bed today. You made it. You survived the fake friends, the pain, the assholes, the crying, the drama. I understand what I mean by the assholes in here, but I just like the idea of like someone being attacked by literal assholes. I'm like, you survived that. Honestly, you're a fucking survivor. Like, the fuck? So basically what I'm looking at right now is the end of a story that I was planning on writing about a guy and his girlfriend, and the guy was going through chemotherapy, and I had no idea what I was writing about. And I also remember writing this before Fault in Our Stars came out, and me being like, fucking John Green, that guy fucking stole my plan. I was like, you didn't even post this anywhere. He clearly didn't fucking steal from you. I'm not gonna read this because like it's the end of the story. Like, you guys need to read it all first. I'm kidding. I have another little tab in here for reminders. These are all essentially just quotes from people that I could have on here for when I was feeling sad, inevitably, because I clearly felt sad a fucking lot, apparently. So then I could look back on these and remind myself of that if I was ever feeling sad. Unfortunately, a lot of these were from my ex-boyfriend, so they're not quite that great to me anymore. So I think that's basically it. I guess I was really hoping that it was gonna end up being more cringy than what it was. Trust and believe, I was still cringing very hard. Overall, young Allie just didn't really know how to deal with anything. She blamed a lot of her problems on other people, a lot of her problems on saying, oh, I can't control this, I'm just gonna be depresso forever. And I don't really think that way anymore. The moral of the story, for me at least, growth can happen, you know. As sad as she was also just fucking such a mess, and we are all allowed, by all means, all allowed to make fun of this person. I was this person, we can make fun of her. Let us do that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Still don't really know how to do this outro thing. It's really fucking weird. Subscribe if you want. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Or thumbs it down if you didn't like it. I think that's what the connotations of those mean. Maybe I misinterpreted. Leave a comment if you want something about anything. Obviously, now I'm diversifying. Not everything's about makeup, and that's why I look like this today. If you need me to talk about something, if you want me to get more personal, talk about when Allie was a sad bitch, I can talk about those things. I don't fucking care. Need advice on some stuff? Clearly, I was so full of wisdom back then, you can only imagine the fucking brain I have currently working with. Still don't have a fucking outro, so